And while we have a through line that states authorial intent means dick.
Right.
I don't want to have the same haircut you have, Dad.
Sorry, forgive me. Harry motherfucking Tubman. He'll be crawling to something else.
Yeah, you know.
JK, Rowling, do something else.
Damn it.
So was this before or after the poster and you vomiting all over the couch?
For those of you that can't see, Ed's eyes just crossed.
That is fucked up.
But it's not wrong. This is a Geek History of Time,
where we connect nerdery to the real world. My name is Ed Blaylock. I'm a world history teacher here in Northern California. Also, currently teaching 1 block period a day. Actually, 1 block period every time I see them, which is 3 times a week, virtually, of remedial reading or remedial literacy for my 7th grade class. And I am a long time D&D nerd since the age of 8 or 9, technically younger than what it said on the books was appropriate, which, explains an awful lot. Who are you?
I'm Damian Harmony. I am a Latin teacher at a distance. This year. Let's see what else. That's what I'm teaching this year, I guess. I am close to being done recording all the content that they're going to need asynchronistically. And I would have been done were it not for dozens of bargaining meetings and teachers calling and needing things. But I don't mind, really. And so,
really,
not at all. Not in the slightest.
That's not an edge of desperation in your voice. No, not at all. No, certainly not frustration at all. No,
wouldn't have that here. I love working for free. Well, clearly I do.
That's why you went into teaching.
Yeah, it's also why we do this podcast.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of what I do. I've been playing D&D since I was a little bit younger, but that's still going to be later in the time stream, in the timeline than you did. But
cattle. And the horse you rode it on.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I do and how I do. I thought it'd be cool if we statted each other out, but also producer George. And then it turned out that you and I both enjoyed producer George so much that we took an hour to do that.
Phrasing.
We took an hour to do producer George. Is that better?
Still phrasing.
Okay. Yeah.
No, not a whole lot.
No? Okay.
But,
we took turns on producer George.
I'm not even going to say it now.
Okay.
Because now you're doing that on purpose.
Now I'm doing it on purpose.
I'll tell.
Right?
Yeah, well.
We flanked producer George and got a bonus. So, anyway, we had so much fun on producer George that...
Then now we're going to do each other.
Yes, we are. So, you want to go first? Or would you like me to go first?
I don't know which of those answers is worse.
I know.
But you know what?
Worse, but like puts you in a more compromising position to explain things to your wife.
Yeah.
So I would say if we were using feats in 3.5 that I would be power bottom attacking. So
nice. Nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go first on
Get
this.
your licks in.
So, yeah, pretty much. So, Damian.
Yes, sir.
Harmony.
Yes.
I had to think a little bit about this one.
I contain multitudes.
You do.
I do.
You do. Hey, that's a quote I used the other night in a conversation.
Nice.
Only I ended it with motherfucker. So, long story. People being stupid online. So I had to think a bit.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna find it interesting what I came up with.
Okay.
So first off, your alignment is neutral good because I copped out because
Okay.
we have an ongoing argument over lawful good versus chaotic good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are a big proponent of the idea that you're chaotic good, and I keep pointing out that no, you consistently work within the system
Mm-hmm.
to bolster the system for the aid of individuals who have to work within the system. So when you use the system to try to prevent the system from hurting people, you're still not actually like working to subvert the system.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. However, you're not quite enough of a.
I'm not loyal to the system either.
Your
Yeah.
loyalty isn't really to the system. So based on that neutral good,
Okay. I can see that.
you care an awful lot more. Just like talking about with George last episode, you care an awful lot more about the people than you do about the institution, and so the helping the people is the important thing, and thus neutral good. Now, you're a 6th level bard. This is not all you are.
Okay. I can see
level
that.
6.
I like that. That's my first. Like, is that the first class that I started out as? Because
Yes.
when I did Producer George, I put him in the chronological order of what he grew into.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started off as a bard.
Bard level 6.
Not a bad
College
way to
of
start.
Lore. College of Lore.
Ah.
And I'm going to get to why
Sure.
here in a minute. But kind of very quickly, background is sage.
Oh.
Because you are you are an education person.
Mm-hmm.
Like front, left, forward, backward, left, right, and center. That's like your jam.
Yeah.
Your personality trait is you patiently explain everything. You have an ability to get into a discussion with somebody and say, okay, look, I see where I lost you. and without coming off as being condescending, even when in your heart of hearts you are being.
Yes.
You manage to say, okay, so now step by step, this is how this works. This is why this is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
This is how we got from point A to point B to point Z,
Mm-hmm.
and here we go. And you are capable of maintaining an outward placidity
Okay.
through that process that I deeply envy.
Okay.
So patiently explain everything. I'm going to skip ideal for a moment. Your bond is to protect your students. You are so immensely Papa Bear about your students, and obviously about your kids. But like the extent to which you are that way about your, like you get so. It genuinely, in my experience with you, it takes an awful lot for you to get demonstrably angry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of times I have witnessed you actually start being, no, actually I'm pissed, is when it has to do with your students somehow getting shortchanged, fucked over, whatever.
That's true.
Like that is genuinely a trigger for you. Your personality flaw is you are unable to not pun.
What edition is this?
If one occurs to you, you have to do it. It is just the raven claw in you that you have to exhibit your verbal cleverness. So now your ideal is compassion.
Okay.
Your motivating ideal is that the truth will always lead toward compassion and caring, kindness. Okay. Now that becomes important when I get to your second class, but I want to go through all of your bard trickery. Actually, first we got to talk about your race. And if we're going to talk about your race, I need you to tell the people what it is that your daughter had to say when she saw what it is that you were working on while we were doing this.
Yeah, she said, "Oh, I'm going to make a stats of you then." I said, "Okay, have fun." And she said, and she's looking at it and she said, "I'm going to make you a rock gnome." And I said, "Why?" She said, "Because if you read what it says there, it says that they are prone to frequent outbursts of joy. And around you, that always happens. It was something along those lines. I may have paraphrased it, but yeah.
Yeah. Which you shared that on Facebook as I was working on trying to draw your character up, and my immediate response was, well, fuck. Because it's too true, and I couldn't not do that. But now I'm biting off of your kid to do it, and like, so thank Julia for me.
I will.
She spotted that very well. You managed to be the kind of sage who is the laughing sage who I mean, I'm stand-up comic, like, duh.
Right.
But that if there's like a Buddhist archetype that I would point to, like, as like, okay, if we have to choose out of this particular panoply of characters, that really does fit you too well. Okay. So yes, rock gnome. And just gnome in general, because of the we're good spirited and good natured, but we're also more than willing to fuck with you.
Yeah, like I love teaching through mischief.
Yes,
that is one of my favorite. I had a student once. Okay, you know that fringe at the end of papers that people don't like. Like when you rip it out of a spiral, some teachers are like just dead set against it, right? Yeah. Well, this student
triggers their OCD.
Yeah. This student had a huge problem with it. And I told her, I said, I don't care about it. She's like, no, but I do. And I'm like, all right, you're wasting your own time, but cool. So I had the kids in these collaborative groups for about 2-3 weeks. And so her group members would hand her the paper. She would then staple it and hand it to me, and she'd rip all these things off. Okay, cool. So one day she went to the bathroom. I told her group, I said, all right, guys, come here. Take all the fringe off of your papers because she doesn't like that. And they're like, okay. I said, now put it in this box. I'm like, okay. And then 2 weeks later, I had, a good stack, and she ended up having to go to the bathroom. I said, okay, guys, one of you open up her backpack for me. And then, oh, it was so good.
Oh, that poor kid.
But it was.
So how long did it take her to spot it?
Oh, as she's putting her shit away to get out of class.
Oh, okay.
Which is what I expected, because So I love mischief, but here's where I think you've got me pretty well pegged on the lawful thing. I have rules for my mischief even. There are 4 rules that I always follow for mischief. One is never use something that you expect to get back, because shit gets broken or destroyed when people take it the wrong way. 2 is never escalate. So if you prank and then somebody pranks you, you don't step it up. You let them win if they step it up, right? Okay. You can go lateral all day long, but you never escalate. 3, never hurt a person or a thing. Never destroy anything.
Nothing hurtful.
Right. And that includes emotional. So if they have humiliation triggers, you don't get to dump water on them. And 4, never commit a prank that you yourself are not willing to clean up with a smile alone.
Okay.
And I stick to those. And that absolutely fit with those, because the worst that happened was, she had to pull paper out of her bag. Yeah. So, I love teaching through mischief, and I do shit like that to my kids all the time and to my students all the time. And then when I see that they're like, I'm tired of this shit, I'm like, okay, and we're done, So, but yes, I'm very gnomish. I didn't even think of that. I'm curious as to what race you had me before that.
I was 50-50 between human and going with the variant human rules and just feeding the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Or half elf.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I could see that too, because there's skill monkeys.
Well, they're skill monkeys and charisma, which is to say performance, which is to say teaching, persuasion, etc.
Sure. Okay.
So
yeah.
So let's see.
All right. So you've got me as a gnome.
Gnome. Strength of 12, Dex of 13, Con of 15, Intelligence of 16, Wisdom 17, Charisma 16.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you get Bardic Inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
a D8 that allies can add to rolls, a roll. Jack of all trades, which means you can add 1/2 of your proficiency bonus to any rounding down to any skill roll that you don't actually have the skill for. Okay.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song of Rest. When your allies sit down for a short or long rest, if any of them are going to recover hit points, you can perform.
Mm-hmm.
Stereotypically it would be, singing or playing an instrument. In your case, it would be, cracking jokes and sharing awful puns. And when they regain hit points at the end of that rest, they gain an additional D6 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Now, College of Lore.
Yeah.
The reason I chose College of Lore is one of the abilities for College of Lore is you can turn your Bardic Inspiration on its head and turn it into a D8 penalty to an opponent.
Yes.
With cutting words.
You've seen my performances in front of a school board, I see.
Yes, I have. Sure, you were briefly my Philgia. And then, additionally, as a 6th level bard of the Lore College, you get bonus spells. You pick up two. You can choose 2 cantrips to learn that are not in the bard spell list. You took Shillelagh.
I do love a blunt instrument.
Because of our ongoing feud over whether a broadsword or a table leg is a better deal with recalcitrant board members. And then Compelled Duel. No, not him.
Fight me.
Me.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very Damian thing to do.
Me. Yeah. Even when you're not the one equipped to be the one to do that, it's no. Come here. Me. Stop looking at him. Look at me. Okay. Look at me. I have the aggro now.
Yeah.
Okay. Languages.
Mm-hmm.
Common, obviously. Gnomish, obviously. And the way I have it noted here on the character sheet is Elvish because Latin.
Okay, I was going to think Draconic because Latin, but yeah, either would do.
That's the other one. Your other language known as Draconic.
Nice.
But in a number of campaigns I've played in, the most ancient civilization, et cetera, pinnacle of everything for the fall has been elves, and so Elvish because Latin. Now also because Bard, you have like a shit ton of skills: Arcana, History, Insight, Performance, Persuasion, Perception, and Religion. Now, part of that is because multi-class, and I'm going to get into that in a minute.
Okay.
But then you also have all of the gnome abilities that we already mentioned, or that you already mentioned last episode, talking about Producer George.
Yep.
Dark Vision, your Tinker ability to create those devices. Efficiency bonus on history checks related to anything arcane or technological. And so now we're going to go to your other class.
Now, real quick, you gave me religion. Is that tied to...
It's tied to your other class.
Oh, okay.
So now here's the thing. Of the two of us, one of us is a theist, and the other one is not.
Well, wait. Let's reword that. One of us is a theist. The other one is atheist.
Yes.
Yes.
And so it may shock you at first that the other class I assigned you was cleric for 8 levels.
I am curious as to the domain for that. But yeah, that is not what I would have picked for myself in any way. So I'm very curious.
Well, here's the thing.
I just realized the domain that it could be. Never mind. All right, go ahead.
We're going to go with the one I went with in a second.
Right? Okay.
Because I'm interested to see where you think that would go. But so in 5th they don't talk about this as much, but in AD&D in 2nd edition, one of the things that was brought up was that you didn't have to be dedicated to a deity to be a cleric.
Oh, okay.
You could be dedicated to an ideal,
Mm-hmm.
or a belief system.
Okay.
You didn't have to actually be a priest of a god to be a cleric. You just had to be motivated by a belief in something bigger than yourself. And so you are a
I just realized you could have somebody whose background was a guild artisan and they're a brewer, but they slipped and fell too often, so they become a cleric of the 12-step program instead of the 12 pantheon. Because one of the things is a belief in something bigger than yourself,
something larger than yourself.
So
yeah,
you are the cleric of alcoholism, like. Oh my God! We should make
a cleric of recovery.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Wow.
And shit, I'm gonna have to sit down and figure that out.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because that's actually kind of genuinely awesome.
It really is.
So
and it's the 12-step path. Like you can totally like. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ooh, you used to be a drunken master, so
Nice. Oh. There are those monk levels.
Yeah. Okay, so
you are the domain I assigned to you was light.
Oh wow.
In the sense of illumination and truth.
Okay.
Because you will not be quiet in the face of fear, misinformation, or fuckery.
True.
Like, and so, as a cleric of light, and I've got it written here on the character sheet as light/truth domain.
Okay.
So you get channel divinity, obviously turn undead.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
That's everybody, like, it's a thing. And now at the level that you have achieved, when you do that, you are able to destroy undead of challenge rating 1 or lower.
Which is quite something. Yeah.
Skeleton zombies. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Powder.
You have no way of minioning us to death now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have one of your channel divinity ability. Another one of your channel divinity abilities is Radiance of the Dawn. By using your channel divinity ability, you can dispel magical darkness inside of 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Any foe within that distance takes 2d10 plus 8 radiant damage, can save for half damage with a constitution save of 16 or higher. Yeah, no, your spell save is
insane.
Pretty burly.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I got to look this up real fast because I didn't properly take notes on it originally, and that's on me. But at first level, one of your divinity abilities is Warding Flare. You can interpose divine light between yourself and an attacking enemy. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, causing light to flare before the attacker before it hits or misses. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this effect. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Starting at 6th level, you can use your flare feature when a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you attacks a creature other than you. So again, no, don't hit him.
I'm over here. You wanted me.
I'm over here. Yes. So your bard and cleric stuff synergizes
quite well,
pretty remarkably. The feat that I gave you was Inspiring Leader, owing to your role as a teacher and as as a union representative and as guy who shows up at every board meeting to hector the district into doing the right thing, even though they rarely do.
Yes.
As an inspiring leader, you can spend 10 minutes inspiring your companions, shoring up their resolve to fight. When you do so, choose up to 6 friendly creatures within 30 feet who can see or hear you and who can understand you. Each creature can gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier.
Oh, damn.
So in your case, that would be 17 additional hit points. A creature can't gain temporary hit points from this feat again until it has finished a short or long rest.
Still, like,
so again,
arming you with
friend,
what you
leader
need.
of the resistance.
Yeah.
Now, spells got interesting because you multi-classing. There are special rules about the number of spells you can cast per day. So what I focused primarily on was, what you would have prepared from each class.
Okay.
To then use in whatever your spell slots would be. As a cleric, your cantrips are light, which you get for free. Guidance, resistance, spare the dying, and again, because everybody needs an attack spell, Sacred Flame, which in your case does 3d8 plus 3 damage.
Ooh. That's a cantrip?
Yeah. Save. I think it's a you cast it and then they save.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'd have to double. It might be. I'll look it up in a second.
Sure.
So then, at first level, you have bless, command, cure wounds, and healing word. Second level, zone of truth, lesser restoration.
Ooh.
Are you stunned? Are you wobbled? Or whatever? No. Now you're not.
Right.
Come on. Hey. Focus. Don't let them get to you. Get out there. And calm emotions, which doesn't have a defined combat thing that it does, but it does basically say you are capable, as long as you are concentrating. You can walk into a situation and be like, all right, look, everybody chill out. Let's talk about this. Third level, Beacon of Hope and Bestow Curse.
Wow.
Because occasionally you just got to shank a bitch.
Yeah.
Fourth level, Banishment. And one I really, really liked, Guardian of Faith. Where you say, okay, in that square right there is where this spiritual guardian is now taking up space. And anytime any opponent, any enemy gets within 5 feet of it, they have to make a save. If they fail the save, they take 10 hit points of damage. If they make the save, they take half damage. The guardian stays there until it has inflicted 60 points of damage.
Oh, wow. So that could really fuck with the concentration of other creatures too.
It could one, fuck with concentration, and number two, it's one more case of no, I'm going to force you to go this way.
Yeah.
There's you are a rare controller cleric. Because there's a lot of no, I want to get you where the fighter can get to you. I want to get you over here while I'm busy making sure they're all okay, while I'm busy buffing all of them. You're a force multiplier. So now we get to the bard spells, which are more fun. Charm Person.
Sure.
Duh. Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Yeah. My daughter loves that spell, by the way, because she casted it, because you can cast it on skeletons.
Oh yeah, no, it's a beautiful. Oh yeah, no, as a controller spell, it's amazing. It's just like no, you right there. You're just not going to fight for 3 rounds.
Right.
Like I'm just going to make sure you're not.
Too many of your friends are here, so we're going to just take you down a bit.
Yeah, I just need you to go on the other side of the velvet rope for a minute while the rest of us are in combat. Can you do that for me? Okay, get over there.
Yeah.
And detect magic and heroism, because again, friend, I'm going to buff you all. Okay. Second level, detect thoughts.
Okay.
Because you are not quite the I have figured you out from sizing you up, the Georges, but you are very good at analyzing. Like once you have enough data points to develop an analysis of somebody's behavior, you're going to be like, yeah, I know where they're going.
Right. Okay.
Like I figured out. I know which. I'm pretty sure you're going to jump one of two ways.
Right. I've heard this song before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one is more likely, but there's also there's an outside chance you're going to do this thing. So I'm going to prepare for both of them, but I'm really going to prepare for this one.
Okay.
And see invisibility and suggestion. You do not want to sell me death sticks.
Right.
You want to go home and think about your life choices.
Right.
Third level, hypnotic pattern. Hey, how
Always
y'all doing?
one. Yeah.
How's it going out there? Hey, Sacramento, how you doing? Hey, dude, look at me over here. Hey, stay busy. And then fear. Just straight up fear.
Okay.
Right. No, yeah. I'm sorry. And now I'm showing up in full-on prophet mode.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
going to stand here like Jeremiah, and you're just going to sit there and fucking take it. Because you have annoyed my people.
Okay.
And your bard cantrips are friends, message, and vicious mockery.
Yeah. Vicious mockery had to be there.
Yeah. Didn't it though?
If you barred me, I gotta be able to do vicious mockery. That's just how it goes. Yeah.
So now based on all of that, you have 101 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Both of your classes are D8s, so your hit dice is 14 die 8.
Mm-hmm.
Your armor class is 14 because you're wearing a chain shirt.
Sure.
And your weapon of choice is a quarterstaff because you can cast Shillelagh on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a +6 to hit and a D6 +6 damage.
All right. I like it.
So
I thought if I was going to be cleric, I thought it would have been trickery domain. But I like your read on it.
That would have been a really good one if I had been digging around enough in Xanathars. It would have been really hard. But in the moment in which I was as again Facebook, while I was going through all of this, a post came up about how I could have been spending this time preparing more material for my students. But instead, I've had to be doing all this union rep stuff because my district is determined to fuck everybody over for no discernible reason. And I was like, oh no, you know what? I think I know what you're a cleric of. No, I'm sorry. No, you want to lie about how negotiations are going? No.
Yeah, you don't get to do that.
How about no? Yeah. How about I point out that was the other one, is the long litany laundry list post you did the other day of, let me explain to you all the shit the district has done.
Yeah.
Let me just lay this all out here for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there you go.
I like it.
You probably didn't realize you were a cleric, but there you are.
Yeah, well, I took one of those, and I don't believe in these at all. One of those, what color is my parachute tests? Oh, yeah. When I was in high school. And it was, ENTP, NTJ, and stuff like that. I always was ENTJ or ENTS or whatever. The J switched sometimes. Yeah. And the T changed sometimes too. But the EN was never in question. Yeah. And then the other ones were kind of 50-50s. But it recommended the jobs that I should have. It recommended teacher, which I was like, all right, cool. That's, even though these are bullshit things, it's nice when they validate. And then it also said minister. Oh, yeah. And I was just like, what? Here's the deal. The deal. You have zero belief in God, extra paranormal, kind of higher power, but you would be very, very good in the role of I am the guy in the community who is here to provide a shoulder, an ear, words of advice, and okay, I understand why you're angry about that. Let me maybe help you see the other side of that. Sure. Before you, I'm not saying you can't be angry, but before you go acting on that anger, let me tell you what the other side is. Sure.
that is very much part of your teacher vibe, and so that you would, if it just weren't for the fact that you're not a believer, you'd be really good at the job. You'd do it real well.
Yeah.
And
so and that's kind of what I came to as well. I was like, oh yeah, atheist minister, which some people point out that's what comedians are. But yeah.
Mind blown.
But
all right.
My mom pointed out to me, I think it was after my grandpa died. It might have been after another death. She's like, you really should have been a mortician or one of the people that comforts the family, during the memorials. And I was like, I want to be a teacher. But yeah, so apparently there's a few things I can do. All right, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, I'm going to stat you out. So,
all right.
See you on the other side, Ray.
Hello, Geek Timers. This is producer George, interrupting this podcast to let you know that we have space available. This space could be used to promote your product, book, event, group, even wish a special someone happy birthday. If you're interested in using this space, please contact us on Twitter via private message @GeekHistoryTime.
Hello, Geek Timers. It's Damian here. So, as it turns out, George heard the advanced recording of us statting him out, and he wanted to have a chance to respond. Okay, in reality, I actually begged him to respond, and he and his lovely wife gave us a response as to what they thought of our statting out of George in the previous episode. So I figured this would be a good place to stick it, so to speak. So coming up will be George's rejoinder, as it were, and then we'll get back to the show. All right. I don't know how to transition from that. I really wish I knew how to edit, honestly, because this part is just... all right, yeah, let's just get on to what he said, because that's really why. I'm going to stop.
Hello, this is producer George, and about to respond to both Damian and Ed in their statting me out as a D&D character, but I have a special guest here to give some other insights, or another person's insights. This is my wife, Stacy, who's been with me for a long time.
Really long.
And so she has some reactions and responses to both Damian and Ed and their statting and their assessment of me.
So, to be fair, my knowledge of D&D is... Oh, hi, by the way, BTWs, whatever. My knowledge of D&D is very limited, so when you come down to details like weird words and stuff, I don't know. But as far as what I heard, from Edward's perspective, was mostly spot on. He is thoroughly correct in the whole tank perspective, in that George is a tank. I've been calling him that for years. Very indestructible. And yeah, this man will not stop until he figures something out. Thank goodness for YouTube these days. Anyways, but to be fair, Edward, George, your perspective of George was very
Idealized.
From a non-flawed
Idealized?
Idealized, or you don't have him. He's not flawed. He is, but your character of him is not. Just because you haven't experienced his flaws. There's a couple of things that I would not correct, but just like state as far as his character. Yes, tenacious and stubborn and will do anything for his family. But sometimes he is easily distracted. And, like, oh, look at Squirrel. Seriously. But he does regain focus. And I'm not here to talk about his flaws. I just was saying that your assessment of him is a little bit idealized or not put on a pedestal, but there's not a lot of flaws mentioned. Damian, your assessment, well, I've only known him a few years longer than you have, but I do know him a little more intimately, thank goodness. One thing that I think critically you were mistaken on is that George does not read people. He cannot read people to save his life. You could walk into a room and two people be fighting and he'd still miss it. But he does read situations. So kind of going back to whole Edward's kind of idea that George walks into a room, that a situation is going on, and carefully assesses before he does any damage, not like just throwing out random fireballs. George will read a situation but often will not take into account the person just because he can't. That's my gifting, and he knows that, and so that's where you may gather that he gets it, that he can read people, but I can promise you that he's usually asking me first. And vice versa. So that's just how our marriage works. So that's little insight into that. But yeah, you both were spot on. It was interesting to hear the different ideas. One who's less knowledge of George and more knowledge. I do think his new tattoo should be a tank with glitter and fireballs, but that's just me.
So there you have Stacy's assessment. So my turn. Again, I do like Ed's version because it is kind of idealized and kind of how I'd like to see myself. But if I'm realistic, I think I need to choose Damian's ultimately. One of the, we'll say, abilities that you could include that I have, and that is that I have a partner that has insight into people and other things, and I listen. And that's one of the keys. So, again, I like both characters. I am actually kind of humbled by what both of you had to say.
Not that humbled.
But it goes back to, I think one of the things Ed said is about not being aware of my competence. And that kind of plays in the attitude of myself. So again, I like what you both did with both of them, and I appreciate the energy and space and time that you put into doing that. And I am, again, humbled by how you view me. I hope I am that nice of a guy. But ultimately, like I say, Ed's would be the one I'd want to play. But if I'm choosing who I actually am, I'm probably closer to Damian's assessment. So there you have it. Take it away, Damian.
Thanks, George. Got it. Appreciate it. Okay, so there's George's response. I think it's clear who really wins here, and that's you, the audience, and whoever wants to actually take these characters on a really cool adventure. All right, so now we're going to get back to me statting out Ed, and that should be fun because I am hilarious and humble. All right. Hey, this time we actually got George on the microphone, so that helped. We just had to wait for a plague to happen for it to work. All right, back to the show. I really thought I'd hit the button. And we're back. So
some fine advertising right there.
Yes, I would agree. And if you want to join us and advertise in that space, drop us a line at Blaylock on the Twitter, or at Harmony on the Twitter, or collectively at Geek History Time on the Twitter.
Yes.
So, all right. So I statted you out, sir.
Okay. Hit
And first of all, the race. Go ahead and guess what race.
I'm picking up a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Picking up a vibe. I'm thinking dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's foregone conclusion. Just they are the Scots of the D&D world.
I think you are.
But yeah, I went hill dwarf.
Okay.
And you are lawful good.
Okay.
Because it's
not
you.
A shock.
Yeah.
Not at all surprising so far.
Yep. So stat wise, you strength of a 13.
Okay.
Dex of 10.
Yeah.
Con of 18.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because I've seen you drinking and it hasn't changed your demeanor at all. So I was like, that's probably high con.
Yeah, well.
Okay. Intelligence of 16, because I know you. Wisdom of 15.
Okay.
All right. And a charisma of 16.
Okay.
So, now with all these stats,
I'm flattered. Okay.
Sure.
Awesome.
With all these stats, the skills that you've got, well, actually, we'll get into your, you also had to multi-class.
Okay,
And I went noble.
Okay.
Yeah. So personality traits, and this was absolutely tied to how you view your dad. Despite my noble birth, I do not place myself above other people. We all have the same blood.
Okay.
You very much admire your dad and his achievements, and in another time, you absolutely would be speaking of your dad, the knight. And
yeah,
and literally, he's an officer. You used his sword to cut your cake, like
at the wedding.
Yeah. But at the same time, we all have the same blood. Your ideals, I went with responsibility. It is my duty to respect authority above me, and for those below me to respect me.
Yeah.
There's a very clear taxonomy chart in your head.
Yeah,
So, you love Confucius.
Not always proud of that, but yes.
No, but it is an objective thing you can kind of rely on, and if you're not living up to it, you know how you can get back to it. And other people is like, okay, here's how I help you along.
Yeah.
Bonds. Nothing is more important than the other members of my family.
Okay.
And then flaws. And this is based on what you told your wife on your first date.
Yes.
In fact, the world does revolve around me.
Well, except the way I actually said it to her was, okay, look. Well, actually, I don't know if I said it to her that way. But anyway, when
she
I
asked you to tell her the worst thing that you could tell.
Worst thing about me,
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm an arrogant bastard.
Yes. So
I'm an arrogant prick. Yes.
Now, being a noble, you get retainers. People who will do things for you, who will show up when you need them and whatnot. And those people are Bishop, Tessa, and Leanne.
Okay. Cool.
Which, like
I like it.
Michelangelo has Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo.
Okay.
And I would take your team 9 times out of 10. Be like, are we going underwater? Yes. Then I'll take the turtles. But other than that,
aside from that, yeah. How much shit do I need wrecked? Like Tessa versus Raphael isn't even a contest.
No.
Raphael is going to get smeared.
He's going to be crying and rocking himself on his back in a corner when she's done with him.
So yeah. No, I like it.
So let's see. Yes, you're a dwarf. Like I said, you are a lore bard as well. I mean, shit. We started a podcast of us sharing these ideas.
Yeah.
So
no shit, Sherlock. Yeah.
So, and you also went to 6th level in lore bard. So.
Okay.
I was like, when you did that, I was like, well, this will be a short round on my end. So, yes, jack of all trades. Yes, expertise. You took your expertise, by the way, in history and performance.
Okay.
You are proficient specifically in arcana, athletics, because of the fencing,
Okay.
history, performance, persuasion, and religion.
Okay. All right.
Late life convert. So,
Yeah.
let's see. You also have cutting words.
Okay.
Your spell save against that, by the way, is 17. Yeah, 17.
Yeah. That'd be about right. Yeah.
Let's see. You also took. You also have additional magic secrets. 2 more spells that don't count against yours. Your cantrips are friends, mending, and vicious mockery.
Okay.
Your bard spells, I'll just go through these since I'm on this page.
Okay. Yeah.
Your bard spells at first level bard spells are, let's see, charm person, identify. At second level, enthrall, which is very much in your purview. Zone of truth as well, and also silence, because you teach middle schoolers.
Oh, I wish I had that spell.
I bet.
Oh my God!
And
the
also
daydreaming.
detect thoughts,
Lord.
because you teach middle schoolers.
Because I teach middle school. See, that's almost given me too much credit, because like when you're talking about middle schoolers, it's video games or sex or food
or what they think is sex, like
like their perception thereof.
Right.
But and then overarching all of those, of course, surrounding all of those is social dynamics.
Yeah.
Like those are the only options. Yeah, those are the only options. If you're wondering what is going through my middle schooler's head, like that's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, they're not really that complicated.
No.
If you zoom out far enough, they stop being complicated.
Your third level spells are bestow curse, dispel magic, and clairvoyance.
Okay, put the phone away.
Yeah.
Dispel magic. Put the goddamn. Give me the phone.
Yeah. How'd you know I had my phone? Nobody's crotch lights up like that.
Nobody. Tell you what, if I look across the room and I see you smiling at your crotch, either you have a phone in your lap or we have a more serious problem.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's your phone.
I'm hoping it's your phone.
Because
since it was glowing, I felt pretty secure coming over here.
Right. And since it was glowing, I'm still hoping it was your phone.
I'm still yeah. I mean, it was a safer bet, but still not 100%.
Right. I would understand losing money on this bet.
Yeah.
So all right. So you've got font of inspiration. Yes. You get it after the long or short. You have counter charm. Right, which I think I also had. I think you were hitting highlights, so I'm just trying to hit the things that you didn't. As a dwarf, you have save versus poison, as in it takes you a long time to get drunk. As our drunk Tolkien episode pretty much showed, it wasn't really drunk Tolkien. It was mildly buzzed Tolkien.
Yeah. Well, I was working with beer.
I understand.
Strong stuff.
So, you have dark vision, stone cutting, dwarven toughness, extra hit point for every level. I also gave you squat nimbleness as well, because it gives you +5 to your movement, so you're not moving at 25, you're moving at 30. And it gives you I think it gives you acrobatics actually, or athletics rather. As a skill.
It's a bonus. Athletics becomes a bonus skill. Yeah.
And you needed the extra point in strength, because it also gives you either a point in strength or a point in dex. And you needed that point. By the way, we'll get to it. You needed that point in strength to get you to what you needed for minimums for the next class that you spend 12 levels in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are a vengeance paladin, sir.
Because of course I am.
Yes.
Because God damn it, some people need smiting.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We're done. No. So it gives you, by the way, as a vengeance paladin, it grants you You first off, your sacred oath is vengeance.
Okay.
You have the ability to channel divinity, and for one action, you can abjure an enemy.
Okay.
And you essentially one target within 60 feet. They must save wisdom or be frightened for a minute.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, they basically have to move. Oh, their speed is 0.
Okay.
And fiends and the undead have disadvantage against this.
I'm down.
Yeah, I figured you would be. As a bonus action, you can do the Vow of Enmity, which pretty sure you have a beard for that very reason. He's doing the Jim the Anvil Neidhart of his beard right now.
Nice.
Within 10 feet, one target, you have advantage against that one.
Okay, and I'm looking it up. I just want to say I had advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute, which I want to say is 10 rounds, or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
Yeah. I will hurt you.
No, I will. I am going to fuck you up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You also have Relentless Avenger.
Okay.
So if you hit someone with an attack of opportunity, you can then move up to half of your move, providing no attacks of opportunity to your enemies. So it's just that this guy's walking by and you whack him, and then you just follow his ass, and ain't nobody going to stop you.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Get
You're
back
not,
here.
No,
Hey,
no.
I am not finished talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. You also have Lay on Hands because you're a paladin. Your fighting style, you definitely go defense because it gives you a +1 to your AC. You have Divine Smite, shockingly, and Divine Health, immune to disease. You took the feat of Inspiring Leader. So we're
all right.
2 peas in a pod.
Spoken of. Yeah.
Yeah. You also get an extra attack.
Okay.
You have the Aura of Protection.
Yes.
Which, with your within 10 feet of you, you get to add your Charisma modifier to saving throws of other people. Also, you have the Aura of Courage. So any allies that you have within 10 feet of you cannot be frightened.
Yep.
And you have the Improved Divine Smite. So any melee hit adds +1d8 radiant damage.
Heck yeah.
The Fist of God. And then I spent one of those levels, the 12th level one, I spent to buy up your dexterity because it was originally an 8.
Okay.
So
I appreciate that.
Brought you up to a 0. Yeah. Now the spells that you kind of have prepared at the time, obviously you have access to all the spells upon demand when you pray in the morning. Bane.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time helping. No. Damian's over there. He can buff all y'all. No. I'm getting in your way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't understand. You didn't get the happy fluffy chivalry paladin. No, you got me.
Yeah. It's
No.
Hey, you're gonna want to slow down because you're gonna trip. No, I'm not. Yeah, you are because I'm gonna trip you. Like that's why you want to slow down. So also
throwing it out there.
Hunter's Mark. And those are the 2 that you get, at whatever level. Those are the domain ones. And then you also have Bless, Compelled Duel, Heroism, and Thunderous Smite.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At 2nd level spells, you've got Hold Person and Misty Step.
Remind me about Misty Step.
Oh, I love it. It's a reaction teleport spell within 30 feet.
Okay.
It's neat. So It gets you over to where you need to get right away.
Okay.
And I think it only costs 5 movement. You can move up to 30 feet.
Nice.
Let's see what else. Oh, yes. You also have Branding Smite.
Oh, yeah.
Locate Object and Protection from Poison.
Okay.
So
My wife would argue about Locate Object. She and my mother both agree. No, he just doesn't see shit. Like,
well, and that's I did give you a fairly low wisdom score.
Yeah, for a paladin.
Yeah, for a
Pretty
paladin.
low. Yeah.
So, and then let's see, you also have protection from energy and haste.
Okay. Yeah.
So when you need to, you can move.
Okay.
Crusader's Mantle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Daylight and the Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So Crusader's Mantle, just for funsies, so you know what it is. It is, finding it right now. Here we go. Holy power radiates from you in an aura with a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Until this spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. So essentially a torch distance. And each non-hostile creature, including you, gets an extra D4 radiant damage when it hits with a weapon attack.
All right.
So now everybody's got an extra D4 of damage. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
just
that doesn't
glowing
suck.
that. And then the other one that I wanted to tell you about was Branding Smite, because I mean it just sounds cool, but it's a fun one. So it's a bonus action spell.
Yeah. Okay.
And
most of the smite spells are.
Yeah, and when you hit a creature, the next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, your weapon gleams with astral radiance as you strike, and it deals an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target, which makes it visible if it's invisible. And then it sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius.
Nice.
At higher levels, you can add a d6 for every slot it is above second.
Yeah.
So an extra 2d6 as a bonus action, and then you can keep that up as you hit people with other stuff.
I like it.
Now, unsurprisingly, your weapon is a longsword.
Yeah.
And because you are so high level, you get a plus 1d8 radiant damage to it. So you're doing 2d8 damage, half of which is radiant, every time you hit with it. And then on top of that, you can give people the d4 kind of thing. Yeah. You have 201 hit points.
Okay.
I'm
pulling the aggro.
Yeah. Your armor is a breastplate.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
See that.
Yeah. And so you've got an armor class of about a 15.
Okay.
So.
All right. The only quibble I'm going to make, only one, is since I am using a longsword, I'm actually doing a D10 damage because if you haven't given me a shield, I'm using both hands with it.
Two-handed rules, is longsword versatile? Because
yes.
Oh, it is.
Yes, and 5th longsword is versatile.
Okay.
Because in 5th edition they finally got it right that what they were calling a longsword before was an arming sword. An actual longsword is what they used to be calling a bastard sword.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right.
So yeah.
So it is versatile. I did not realize it was versatile. So you're right. So you could conceivably, if you rolled maxes, be doing, let's see, D10 plus D8, so that's 18 plus 1 for the strength, so that's 19. And if you doubled that, you'd get a 37, take someone down 37 points with just a hit. Because it doesn't go to 38 because you don't add the bonus twice.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, that is you statted up.
Don't forget that proficiency bonuses also get added to damage.
They do?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I've been short shrifting my character. I thought it was just the bonuses from the attributes. Proficiency, I know, adds to your attack bonus.
Yeah, but it's also damage.
Oh, nice. I gotta retool that.
Which is one of the nice things in 5th that helps deal with the, oh my god, every combat at level 16 is just going to be this massive, huge grind because everybody has so many flipping hit points and we're all still using the same weapons.
Right.
You know, and it's nice that your proficiency bonus goes up. So every time you're hitting, now that you're at this level, you're doing 3 more hit points more at this level than you were at
That's nice.
7 levels ago. So yeah, it is actually it's a very nice thing.
That's one thing the Star Wars 3.0 got right. Like the Star Wars D20 got right was because you added your level to your AC or something like that, so that
to your defense stat. Yeah,
because Han Solo would run around with just a vest and a shirt, and like explain how he doesn't die, and they're like, "Oh, well, here's the mechanic for that." I was like, "Oh, yeah."
They did essentially kind of the same thing in D20 Modern, which was a modified version of the 3.5 rules that unfortunately never went anywhere. They had some really good ideas in it, but it just kind of it never quite worked totally very well, which was a shame because they, like I said, they had some really great ideas. But that was one of the things they did in that was, well, we're dealing in a setting where armor is not something people generally wear, so how are we going to make it? And that was the mechanic there as well.
Nice. So I got a question for you.
Okay.
We have, amongst the three of us, I'm assuming we're going with the Artificer version of George.
Yeah, probably.
But he needs to vote and send us that, or he already has, and it's at the beginning of this one. So, But Artificer, assuming Artificer, and then we've got you and we've got me. We've got actually a pretty solid team. We've got 2 bards. 3 cleric or 3 divine users.
Yeah.
We've got 1 arcane user.
Yeah.
That's kind of all we got. So what would we need to round it out? Now he's got the breadth of spells like crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not like he can't use Tinker's tools and stuff like that and find a spell to knock open a door. So I beg to differ if anybody says we need a dungeoneer. But what would round our team out? Because I think we're fairly self-sufficient. We have enough faces in the group. We kind of have enough overlap that.
Yeah, I would say the one thing we are missing is a dedicated thief type.
Mm-hmm.
Because skills wise we're fine, but what I'm talking about is we seriously need a striker. We need a run up and just seriously deliver all the damage to a target and
Gotcha.
Fuck them up. And I know exactly who I'm nominating for that. If you've been listening for the rest of the episode, you already know who I'm going to name. Tessa.
Yeah. Oh man.
Is completely the
assassin.
Several levels of bard because also teacher. But no. All the rest, what you did with me, she is with knives.
Yeah.
Like no. I'm. The funny thing is though, she's not particularly stealthy, like at all.
Right.
She's just I'm just going to run up so fast you can't hit me, and then I'm going to fuck you up.
Well, I think that if you gave her alertness, she'd have the plus to the initiative, so she's going first anyway. And then if you're an assassin, you got advantage if you hit anybody ahead of them in the initiative order. Yeah. So she's going to just. You had a kidney.
Well, you had 2 of them.
Yeah.
And now you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. She is the strike first. Massive damage hitter. Yeah. I think as far as roles in a traditional D&D party go, that would be what we could most use.
Yeah.
Is that we just need to hit him real hard. We need that guy right there at the front of the group. Yeah. Cut him off at the knees. We need him taken out.
Right.
That's her job. And then
And while you're compelling the duel, or I'm compelling the duel because either we could just have him bouncing back and forth and she keeps hitting him.
Yeah.
But while that's happening, she's coming out. I could see that. which makes me wonder why we're not doing this game digitally.
Kind of wonder too.
Yep. So, well, cool. That was a fun little dalliance.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. We'll
liked
get
it.
back to more serious stuff the next episode. Potentially, we'll be doing a watch-along episode. So, if you have a streaming service, I guarantee you it works on Amazon because I have it. I don't have Netflix currently, so I can't speak to it. I don't recommend Hulu unless you can get it without commercials. But we're going to be watching Season 3, Episodes 11 and 12 of Deep Space Nine. It's called Past Tense. It's a two-part series. We're going to be doing a watch-along. I've done some research to kind of give some production notes as we're going along and kind of spark some conversation during the dull parts of it. But I want us to take a look at watching that because I think that, well, I don't want to spoil it, but I think it will seem way too goddamn familiar and depressingly predictive.
Prescient?
Yeah, prescient. Yeah, that would be a good word for it. So I know that we'll be doing that soon, and we'll have other episodes coming out as well. But that one I am very much looking forward to. So,
all right, me too.
If people want to find you on the social media and tell you why you really should use something besides a longsword if you're going to be a vengeance paladin, where can they find you?
Well, first off, they're fucking wrong.
I don't know. Sentinel plus Great Weapon Master plus Polearm Master. Ain't nobody getting within 10 feet of you, and then we can all huddle under you.
I mean, I understand that from a min-maxing standpoint, but there's just no glamour to it. Like, no, I'm sorry. No, sword all the way. We've had this fight.
I'm sorry.
Before.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
This fight.
I'm having trouble hearing you. You keep trying to say quarterstaff, but it comes out sounding like sword. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, weirdest thing. Yeah, and the argument continues, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'll even admit, a spear is infinitely better than a quarterstaff too. It just is because you have a pointy end too. It's versatile. You can stab the shit, but I still love a quarterstaff. Yeah.
Well, there is. I will grant you that there is some emotional satisfaction involved in the clonk noise that it makes when you concuss somebody repeatedly with one end of it.
And also just the bend that hits and the snapback. Oh, it's so fun. Yeah. But okay.
Well, it depends. See, you're thinking real hard of a waxwood stab. But anyway, if they want to have that argument with me, they can find me at Blaylock on Twitter or Mr. Blaylock on TikTok. God help you. You're not going to find very much there, but that is that account. And then, of course, if they want to try to argue with both of us about it, they can feel free to do that at Geek History Time on Twitter. Yes. Now, if they want to find you, they will go to what?
They will go to at DaHarmony. There's 2 H's in the middle there on the Twitter and on the Insta. If you want to be entertained by my apparent flaw, this is news to me, then you can come watch me on twitch.tv/capital puns every Tuesday night at 8:30. I've been on pun shows in England and in New York, but my home show is absolutely Capital Punishment. It's been going for more than 4 years now. So I encourage you strongly to check that out and suggest things. We had people start paying money to suggest things last week, and that was really fun because we had some ridiculous concepts and topics. So those are some of the places you can find me. And then right here at Geek History of Time. And I think that should do it. So for a Geek History of Time, I'm Damian Harmony.
And I'm Ed Blaylock. And until next time, keep rolling 20s.